Yo, what's up everyone? This is Francis over here from PlayerEssence.com. Welcome to the episode of Player Essence Cross Nintendo. We have a jam-packed show for you guys because today we're going to be discussing NPD sales. We're going to be discussing The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Project Ukulele from guys who used to work at Rare, plus more with eShop pickups of the week and plenty of other great stuff. So let's go ahead and get right into the news here. So for the eShop pickup of the week, I am recommending the Hyrule Warriors Boss Pack. Yes, the Hyrule Warriors Boss Pack. This pack comes with a brand new mode, comes with Ganon in his beast form, and is only $2.99 if you do not have the season pass. If you have the season pass, go ahead and just download that onto there because it is ready to go. So pick up the Hyrule Warriors Boss Pack on the eShop right now. So let's go and we're going to move on to the next topic. Okay, and this one I'm really personally excited for because Project Ukulele, Playtonic Games, these are guys who used to work at Rare. Around 7 to 8 guys have gotten back together to form a new game. It is a 3D platformer in the realm of Donkey Kong Country 64 and games like Banjo-Kazooie, stuff like that. That's what this new game, Project Ukulele, is going to be. And Playtonic discussed a lot of different aspects of the game, how their company got started, why are they doing this now, and all sorts of stuff. So let's go ahead and get right into the details. This game is confirmed to be a 3D platformer. Some of the team who worked on DKC is also on this team. There's lots of collectibles. Collectibles will involve grabbing pages, among other items, special moves for the main characters. Characters will allow for all sorts of various moves, various themed worlds, less linear than previous 3D platformers. Use pages to unlock future works and expand current worlds. Worlds will expand in size when you unlock content with pages. Hub World has lots of exploration, secrets that could take months, if not years to discover. Kickstarter is coming soon, actually in May, and Amiibo support being considered, so they're already looking to put this on the Wii U. And this is fantastic news if you do like the old school Rare games back in the N64 days. These guys are very talented and they're finally back together. They're all older. At the actual panel that I was watching when they uploaded it on YouTube, yeah, these are all older guys. I mean, it's been 20 years, 15, 20 years since the whole Rare heydays on the N64, so it's just awesome to see them all back together. And I think this is going to be really good, especially if they can get the proper funding through Kickstarter and they get all the community support. Make sure you go over there when the Kickstarter does start and support these guys, especially if you want to bring back certain games like that. They have plenty of content, great graphics from what they've been showing here. They have some concept designs out there. It's going to be really good looking. So I can't wait to see what they have in store because I wasn't the hugest fan of Rare growing up as a kid. I liked their games, don't get me wrong. I loved GoldenEye, that was fantastic, but I wasn't 100% into like Banjo-Kazooie and all that, and Donkey Kong Country 64 really pissed me off at times, but I'm still excited to get back into the 3D platformer because it's been a long time and Super Mario 3D World was fantastic, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what these guys have in store for us. Next we're moving on to some NPD sales numbers. So the top 10 NPD has been released. If you want to check that out, I'll have a link in the description below over to PlayerEssence.com. You can see the top 10 games, and remember the NPD is for the US, but now we have information on Nintendo games and how they sold. So according to Nintendo's press release, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate is the fastest selling monster game in the US in franchise history. So yeah, that's the PS2, that's the Wii, that's the 3DS game that came out before then. All of that stuff combined, Wii U. This is the fastest selling game in the US ever, with 290,000 units sold in the month of February. That pretty much breaks all the previous Monster Hunter games, even the ones on the PSP. So that's really good news because it shows that this franchise was gaining traffic here in North America. I have the game, I bought it myself. It is really fun. It's really good and it really brings back the old school feel of games. Brings back the old school feel of actually having to go out there, collect your materials, make your weapons, put together things. Stuff isn't just done for you. It's not just a scene of quick time events. It's actually just going out there and playing the game. So I'm actually really happy with my purchase, and I look forward to exploring more of the world of Monster Hunter, especially in the future. What do you guys think about Monster Hunter selling this well in North America? 290,000 units for the month of February. Fastest selling Monster Hunter game ever in the US. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, next we are moving on to the biggest news probably of the NPD is that Nintendo topped NPD software and hardware. So The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D was the top game sold for the February NPD. It outsold games like The Order 1886, it outsold Evolve, it outsold a lot of competition, Dying Light. There was a lot of games that came out. And remember, the NPD actually tracks all of the platforms. So let's say Evolve was released on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. It puts all of them together, and The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D actually beat out Evolve. Evolve was number 2, and it sold 515,000 units. That's Majora's Mask 3D. Wow. That is significantly better than A Link Between Worlds and, of course, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That game came out at the launch of the 3DS, or around the launch, I think a couple months in the summer. But still, the fact that it beat out a brand new game in the franchise and A Link Between Worlds shows that people really love the 3D Zelda. I think the top-down view maybe wasn't ideal for everyone, especially for the newer generation of kids and people just have a fonder memory of Majora's Mask, I guess, just because it was so different in previous Zelda games, whereas A Link Between Worlds was like the Super Nintendo game that people have already bought and played over and over. But what do you guys think about this? The fact that it was one top in the NPD, and the fact that it blew out A Link Between Worlds as far as initial sales. We'll have to see in the long run, because A Link Between Worlds has been selling pretty well and actually continues to sell to this day. So we'll have to see in the long run, but in the short term, it's actually looking really good. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As far as hardware goes, the Nintendo 3DS was the top selling platform. It outsold the PS4, I think, for the first time in the US since the PS4 launched. So that's actually pretty crazy that it did that. Of course, we have the new Nintendo 3DS that spurred sales big time. Nintendo said that they sold 395,000 units of the 3DS in the month of February, and most of those came from the new Nintendo 3DS sales. So that's impressive. Hopefully they can keep it up, and with games like Codename Steam, and you have the new Xenoblade coming out, Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, definitely that's going to keep that momentum going for the new Nintendo 3DS. So I look forward to seeing what they have, especially for the second half of the year. Hopefully we get a localization for Bravely Second. I think that would be a big boost to hardware sales and to software sales. All right, so we are done with the news. We are going to move on to the main topic, and the main topic is the Zelda cycle, because we've seen this time and time again, where a Zelda game initially comes out, people crap on it, it's horrible. Years down the line, all of a sudden, this is a great game. And it happened with Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. I remember fondly back when it came out. I think it was 2000, 2001, in that time range. And people were crapping all over this game, especially after Ocarina of Time. I myself was just like, nah, I don't know about this, you know. And I didn't really play much of it. I tried it. I was like, this is too weird. I don't like this game. And a lot of my friends who played Ocarina of Time were saying the same thing about Majora's Mask. Now we fast forward all the way till now, 15 years later, all of a sudden people are so hyped. People were begging for this game to be remade. I've seen more outcry ever for this game in the past year or so to be remade than any other Zelda game previously, more than Wind Waker HD, more than anything. And the fact that this game came out and it did so well just shows that, one, Nintendo listened to the fans as far as what to remake, and two, it paid off, because that's huge sales at $40 a pop. But I want to know what you guys think about the Zelda cycle. Is it something that's annoying? I know some people are annoyed by it. I'm actually just more amused, and it's just interesting to see what game is going to get that next treatment in the Zelda cycle, where it's crapped on and all of a sudden it's the best thing ever. Because Majora's Mask is probably the biggest the biggest combatant in the Zelda cycle, because people really did hate that game. And I remember I was, how old was I? I was 13, 14 years old, so I can vividly remember what was going on video game magazines, what was going on online. Because remember, in the 2000s, yes, online was still in its infancy as far as for consumers like us, just generally. It's nowhere near it is at this point. But back then, you were still able to log on to websites, you were still able to leave comments on websites. It was, it was just a more basic form, a lot more basic form of what we have right now. So I remember all the mean and nasty comments on this game and all of that. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What are your views on the Zelda cycle? And do you guys think that it's ever going to go away? Nintendo even said themselves they were aware of the Zelda cycle. So maybe it's a good thing in disguise. Nintendo knows when to remake games when people start making a fuss. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Alright, so that basically wraps it up for this episode of PlayerEssence Across Nintendo. Please check us out on all of our social networks. We have YouTube, we have Twitch, especially Twitch. I've been doing a lot of work on there, a lot of Smash Bros stuff. So check out our Twitch TV. Give us a follow on there. It would really help us out. Check us out on Twitter, also on Facebook. We got everything for you as far as your social networks go. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. It really lets me know that you guys want more episodes of PlayerEssence Cross Nintendo. And also subscribe if you're someone new, because you're going to get all sorts of great content ranging from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo right here on the new PlayerEssence. But of course, we have plenty of content on Nintendo for all old school fans out there. Alright, so that basically wraps it up for this one, and we will see you guys for the next episode. Peace.